Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I go through my haul from the Star Wars Toy Convention down in Fordingbridge, hosted by the Fathest From Star Wars group. Yes, I know, I look a scruffy git and I need a shave. Righty ho then, so first up we have these two Motu figures, and you are probably thinking, why did I pick up two Motu figures at a Star Wars event? Well, the reason being is a few weeks back, a friend of mine, Julian, he messaged me to say that he had some figures that he was getting rid of. Would I be interested in these? And I said, yes, absolutely. So he kindly put them by for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't get down to Fordingbridge for the roll call event. So I went down yesterday for the Star Wars event and picked these up from Julian. So it was nice to meet Julian. Yeah, I'm loving these figures. They are fairly decent cardbacks and they are unpunched as well. So I'm liking that. But I didn't realise they were the Super 7 versions. And this isn't the line that I collect within Motu. So I thought they were Motu Origins, so that was my bad. I didn't really check and look properly. I just saw Man at Arms and Stratos and thought, yes, I would have those. But nonetheless, I will keep these two on card, and I'll probably get acrylic cases for these two as well because they do look fairly decent. So yeah, this is Man at Arms and Stratos, looking good on the cards, and that is where they're going to stay because they look minty fresh and they're also unpunched as well, which I quite like. Anyhow, let's move on to some Star Wars merch, shall we? So before we get into the Star Wars merch, I just want to show you the back of the cards and give you guys a chance to look at this fantastic artwork. Again, the Motu artwork on these card backs is just phenomenal. I'm absolutely loving it. So here we've got Man at Arms, and we've got the twist action here for his waist, which is a real throwback to the original 80s figures. Then on the picture here, you've got Grayskull there, you've got Beastman, Man at Arms, Teela and Orko. And then here you have Stratos, Evelyn and Skeletor. I don't know what it is, but the artwork for these Motu figures is just absolutely tremendous. And it doesn't matter what line it is, whether it's Revelations, Origins, Original Vintage He-Man or the Super 7 figures. Absolutely stunning. And as you can see, here are the different figures that you can get within this wave. And again, you've got the same here. And I'm looking at them thinking, yeah, I like those. So I'm not going to stay too long on these card backs because what will happen is I'll end up getting more of these figures from this line. And that's not something that I want to do. So, but knowing me, I'll probably end up getting a couple more figures. But we'll see. Anyhow, let's crack on with the Star Wars merch this time, shall we? Okie dokie then, so the first bit of Star Wars merch that I picked myself up was this Star Wars Return of the Jedi annual. And as soon as I saw this on the stall, I knew 100% that I had to get this. No questions asked. I just bought it straight away. And the reason being is because I had this annual as a kid. Not this specific one, because mine got binned many years ago. But as a kid, I can remember getting this from a Christmas present from my auntie, who since passed away. And that was back in 1983. And that was the year Return of the Jedi was released in theatres. And I always remember this cover because that, to me, does not look like Mark Hamill. I don't know why, but that always bugged me as a kid, thinking that doesn't look like Mark Hamill. But the rest of it, it looks absolutely fantastic. And if we open it up, yeah, just absolute quality. This is bringing back so many memories of being a kid and just reading this. Actually, I'm surprised I can see the writing. It's not that small, actually, so that's okay. Normally, I'd have to wear glasses, but yeah, just I love the artwork. I think the artwork's absolutely fantastic. And just seeing this, like I said, it just brings back so many memories of that Christmas. Oh, happy days. Absolute happy days. Awesome stuff. And then the back of the annual is exactly the same as the front. So yeah, there you go. That is my first piece of Star Wars merch that I picked myself up over the weekend. Let's crack on and let's see what else I got, shall we? So the next Star Wars pickup that I managed to get is this book, Star Wars Dawn of Rebellion, the visual guide by Pablo Hidalgo. And as you can see, I have two of them. And the reason for that being is because Pablo was down there himself and he was personally signing these books. So I've managed to get this one here signed for myself. So I'll just open that up and show you. So there you've got to Stuart, may the force be with you. His signature there. And then you've got a TIE fighter there, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to move this to one side like so. And then we're going to concentrate on this one. Now, while I was queuing up to get my book signed, APD said to me, are you going to use this as a giveaway for your 24-hour charity live stream? And I was like, no, this one's just going to be for me. So I got it signed and whatnot, and then I had another little walk around. And while I was walking around, I thought about it and thought, well, why don't I get one and actually use it as a giveaway? So that's exactly what I've done. So bless him, he's signed it. Now here is a leaflet to say that he was actually at the event, but it's not an official documentation to say that he signed it. You're just going to have to take my word on that it was him. But what he's done is he's put, may the force be with you. He's put his signature there. And because I said to him, it's for Give Kids the World, he was like, okay, that's fantastic. And he's put, please help make a wish come true, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, so some lucky winner is going to be winning this signed copy of Star Wars Dawn of Rebellion, the visual guide by Pablo Hidalgo. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this book and have a look at the pages. I will do that myself off screen, but I want whoever wins it to look at it for themselves and stuff like that and not have anything given away. So yeah, awesome stuff. What a great prize that is. So basically that is it. I didn't go down there and spend loads and loads of money and pick loads of stuff up. So that was just basically the haul. So what I'm going to do is get everything in front and I'm going to see the video out. 2 seconds. Righty-ho then, so here is the haul in front of us, and this is from the recent trip to Fordingbridge for the Star Wars Toy Fair hosted by Fathest From. And as you can see, it's not the biggest haul in the world, but I'm absolutely okay with that because what I do have I really like, or it just means the world to me with memories and sentimental value. So we'll start off with the two Motu figures, that is Stratos and Man-at-Arms. Now, as I said, Julian kindly kept these by for me, and I managed to meet up with him yesterday and pick these up. Again, not the figures I was expecting. I thought they were Origin, so that is on me. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm happy with these. Going to keep them on the card back. The cards are unpunched, and I might have just unknowingly got myself into collecting another Motu toy line. We shall see. Anyhow, next up we have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi annual, and this just smacks of memories, smacks of sentimentality, and smacks of nostalgia. I remember opening this on Christmas Day back in 1983, and absolutely fantastic. Now, as we know, Star Wars Return of the Jedi was released in 1983, so that Christmas I just had loads of figures and toys from that movie, and it was just a fantastic Christmas. And the sentimentality reason is because this was gifted to me by my late auntie, and so just to get this back into the collection and have a copy of it is just mind-blowing. Absolutely loving it. So yeah, awesome stuff. Really happy that I've got that. Then we have the signed book Star Wars Dawn of Rebellion, the visual guide by Pablo Hidalgo. I got one for myself which was personally signed, but this one in front of us, this will be the book that I'm going to be giving away as part of a 24-hour charity live stream that we'll be doing next March. So yeah, an absolute awesome gift. Now, like I've said before, it's not just about going to these events and buying loads of stuff. It's about meeting up with people, and that's exactly what I did this weekend, or last weekend should I say. I met up with Julian, and it's always a pleasure to meet you, sir. So yeah, if I don't see you again before Christmas, hoping you and your family have an awesome Christmas, and more than likely see you in February at the Sandown Toy Fair. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to meeting up with you and chatting with you again. I also met Alan Dawson for the first time, so that was an experience. So it was good to meet Alan. I've seen him on live streams with APD, so it's always nice to meet new people. So we got chatting, and it was we had a good chat and stuff like that. So hopefully get to see you again soon, Alan. And then I'd met APD, wasn't really that excited, to be honest with you, because I've chatted to him before and met him before. So kind of like, yeah, it is what it is. But no, I absolutely enjoyed meeting you, APD. I loved your company. We sat in the ship inn across the way from the hall, and we had a decent pub lunch or a Sunday roast. And yeah, it was just great. It was just great meeting up with people, and the social side of things is probably another reason why I'm into all this sort of malarkey. Anyhow, the trip down there wasn't that great. It normally takes about an hour to get from my place down to Fordingbridge, but because one of the roads was closed that I needed to go down, we got diverted about 10 or 15 miles out of the way to come back onto that main road again. So that just added a little bit of extra time onto my journey. So I didn't stay down there as long as I wanted to, because I wanted to get back home and see Georgie and make sure she was okay, because bless her, she's been feeling poorly this past weekend, and hopefully now she's got over the worst of it and she will be on the mend. So yeah, awesome stuff. Anyhow, that's enough whiffle waffle from me. All I've got left to say is, if you're new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate you watching. Very, very much appreciate your support as always. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.